Lace 'em up, let's start the show. We're digging in with Trip. 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 We're digging in with Trip today, yeah.
Well, the first couple of days have happened in the playoffs, so we've dipped our toe into the postseason, and now we're just about to get knee-deep in the first round. So definitely have to award the National Hockey League Dig-In Player of the Month for May. I remind you that regular season performance, not playoff performance, is the only criteria. And because it varied from team to team, that roughly you were dealing with a third of a typical month, I backed it up in terms of my consideration to the last 10 days of April as well. How could I not look unbelievably seriously at the Herculean, Goliath, stratospheric season that Connor McDavid has had? He hits 105 points. He's going to win the Hart Trophy. So congratulations to him. What a year he's had. Of course, Austin Matthews hitting 40 goals in a 56-game season. Remarkable. But when I arrived at who the shovel will go to, Sebastian Aho, when it was hanging in the balance if his team would just make the playoffs or win the Central Division, with among other opponents the reigning Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, he raised his level. From April 20th to May 6th, just a couple of his statistics, had 3 game-winning goals during that stretch. That tied for first in the National Hockey League. He's playing the best two-way game as a centerman he's ever played in his NHL career. His plus 11 accord during the April 20th to May 6th time period was number 1 by himself in the National Hockey League. I'm just scratching the surface of what he meant to not only the Hurricanes punching their ticket to the playoffs, but winning the Central Division. Therefore, for those of you watching on YouTube, Sebastian Aho joins Tyler Toffoli, Sidney Crosby, Mark Stone, and Cam Talbot as this year's regular season National Hockey League Dig-In Players of the Month. We'll talk to Sebastian momentarily as he gears himself up for the only time of year, candidly, he really cares about, and that's the playoffs. And we will discuss that burn. Thanks to the great people, our presenting sponsor, Great Dane Trailers, greatdane.com. Bar none, the best trailer manufacturer in North America. Family owned, been around since the year 1900. Engineering expertise and innovation that nobody can compare to. Anytime you're driving down the freeway and you look at the lower left-hand corner when you're 10 and 2 on the wheel, if you see that beautiful decal, that Great Dane dog, you know you're dealing with the best. Please continue to check out our ever-expanding merchandise line at digintrip.com and rate and review our show, all audio platforms and YouTube. Without further ado, let's award the NHL Dig-In Shovel for the month of May to none other than Sebastian Aho. Sebastian, you just got another shovel, and great to see. We'll get to it, that Aho carpet special benefiting your Oulu All-Stars. We'll get to that in a minute. But the reason that you have gotten the NHL Shovel of the Month for May is because of what you did to guarantee your team the top spot in the Central Division. You're a former Hurricane Dig-In Player of the Month. What does this mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, to be honest, it was, a hard month, like kind of like any other month this year. There've been a lot of games and not a lot of days between the games. So it's and you play top teams like all the time. So it's it was a good month, and obviously got the job done that we secured the first place in the division. But now going forward doesn't even matter anymore. We just have to look forward and kind of everyone gets the fresh start, and we're just looking forward to one day.
One of the reasons you're on that NHL Shovel is because the complete game that you've played this year, you were plus 11, just so you know, between April 20th in Tampa, who you're fighting with, and the end of the regular season before your team had clinched the division May 6th. Plus 11. That was tied for tops in the NHL. One of the reasons you're on the Shovel. In the playoffs, partner, do you play any differently if you're a shift against the top centerman for the other team, or say more of a favorable matchup if you have a shift against the other team's fourth line?
Not really. I mean, you just try to do your best every time you're out there, and as a player, you don't pay too much attention on those stuff like the matchups. It's more about coaching stuff, like who they think like match good against certain players. But especially when you're in the game, you know it's high intense and just high battle level. So it's almost doesn't matter who's out there against you. And obviously playoffs, there's good teams only. So it's going to be tight, especially 5-on-5. It's going to be, it's a grind game, and we're ready for it.
Sidney Crosby's name is on that Shovel. And I remember talking to him when he went to the finals in 2008, lost to Detroit. He confirmed that every workout that summer before 2008, 2009, when they won the cup, he was thinking about that pain, that burn of losing deep in the playoffs. Tell me the truth. In those hard workouts, when nobody's watching in Oulu in your hometown, did the burn of the Boston Bruins, did it drive you? And this is the time of year that you're most excited about.
Absolutely. I mean, it hurts. I mean, obviously you put a lot of work, a lot of hours, and you do best you can, and somebody takes it away from you, and it's not a best feeling. But at the same time, like you said, you got to learn from those and take that fire or build it inside of you, so you always remember like how it feels when it's done. And nobody obviously wants to feel that, but I think it's a good thing to experience, so exactly, and that drives you forward, and makes you hate losing even more, and to do even the tiniest little detail to get the win.
It might be the only good form of hate, to hate losing, Sebastian.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So I just watch you and admire you, enjoy you. And I see a guy just with unbelievable focus, fire, energy in the playoffs in the past, because you've got a lot of experience. Do you get nervous, or is it just pure enjoyment?
It's the crowd and everything. You would think you get more nervous, but actually you get more, or at least how I feel. You get more energized, and it's just like you kind of go into your own zone. You can definitely hear and notice there's a lot of fans, a lot of noise in the building. But then when you're on the ice, you just completely you pluck that out. You're just right there on the ice, and it's the best feeling to especially at home. The home crowd is cheering for you. That you feel the support, and it's like an important game. But you just go out there and basically have fun and play your own game. And but yeah, you're definitely in the zone when you play the game.
Love it. Okay, finally, as I send you on your way and wish you good luck, and I'm so proud to see the Hurricanes crest in your name on that Shovel. That beautiful dig-in hoodie, those watching on YouTube. Okay, that's the Aho Carpet Special. There's another one with a zip. Jussi Jokinen. That one is the juice. 100% of proceeds are going to go to the Oulu All-Stars, your charity that I'm going to get over and be a part of in August. I'm also going to tell you, I know you're going to have a big playoff because your drive, your fire, and I know it's motivated you. $100 for every goal that you score from digging in to the Oulu All-Stars, and $300 for every Hurricane Series win. Okay, you go deep, that can add up. That will be donated along with 100% of the proceeds on that hoodie and UC Jokinen's hoodie to the Oulu All-Stars. Go make some money for the All-Stars. And I'll tell you, just as you react tell me what the difference is going to be in this first round, because I mentioned UC Jokinen, and I'm thinking about his goal from Joni Pitkanen, 2 Oulu guys that tied it late in regulation in Game 7 in the first round against New Jersey. What's going to be the difference against this very good Nashville team?
You know what? Like I said earlier, I think it's going to be tight, especially 5-on-5. Both teams know what the other teams are trying to do and stuff like that. So special teams obviously always in a big role in the playoffs. There's I would say special teams probably the key of the series. It's actually any series. It's huge in today's game, and we try to be better in those.
Go get it done. The Kentucky Derby just happened. Guess what, partner? You're my horse. Good luck.
Thanks, Trooper. Thanks for having me.
We're digging in with Trip today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today.